If Donald Trump, with his current political knowledge, were to become the leader of our great country, Constantinople, what decisions would he make when surrounded by siege, hunger, and division? In 1453, Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire, faced the Ottoman threat. In this alternate history, King Donald Trump ascended to the throne during the city's final days. Despite modern political knowledge and strategic ambition, he was unable to prevent the city's fall. This is not real history. This is rewritten history. And it asks one question: what happens when modern political thinking rules a medieval empire at the edge of extinction?
Every day King Trump I ascended the throne. Ottoman cannons were already pounding the walls of Constantinople. The city was suffocating in fear in 1,000 years. Constantinople had never felt this exposed. Markets closed. Horses were released to conserve grain. The rhythm of the city slowed, then staggered. On May 1, 1453, the hall that once echoed with music was silent. No celebration, no ceremony. Trump entered without ritual, no blessing, no humility. He did not kneel, he did not pray. He stood, lifted his wine cup, and spoke. Trump says, "You all look at me like I arrived too late. But let me remind you, this city has survived plagues, crusades, betrayals, and emperors far worse than me. Constantinople does not fall because of fear. It falls when men stop believing in themselves. You speak of walls, you speak of cannons, I speak of will. I was not chosen to beg Europe, I was chosen to win." Cardinal Isidore says, "The walls are breaking, the people are divided. Catholics and Orthodox are fighting each other while the enemy advances. What victory are we toasting?" Trump says, "Victory over weakness. You told the people angels would defend these walls. You told them spirits beneath Hagia Sophia would rise. The Megas do naval commander speaks. The Theodosian walls are breached. The Ottomans have dragged their ships into the Golden Horn. Our soldiers are exhausted. Europe will not come. We need direction." Trump speaks, "You taxed it. You traded through it. Now it is time to pay it back. Give me everything: gold, jewels, reserves. Do that, and I will save Constantinople." They agreed, and they warned him, if he failed, he would not live to see the enemy enter the city. With the gold collected, Trump planned 3 major actions intended to weaken the enemy and stabilize the city. First, he ordered the expulsion of Muslim, Turkish, Indian, and other foreign merchants. He believed internal unity mattered more than economic dependence. However, Constantinople relied heavily on these merchants for grain, shipping, and trade networks. Food shipments stopped. Trade routes collapsed almost immediately. Second, Trump approved a plan to poison water sources in Ottoman-controlled territory. On paper, the idea promised to weaken the enemy army without direct confrontation. In practice, it required secrecy, access, and coordination the city no longer possessed. The plan was discovered before it could be carried out. Third, Trump attempted to bribe senior Ottoman officials in exchange for intelligence. The officials accepted the gold, but loyalty to Sultan Mehmed II outweighed financial incentive. The information was reported, and the Ottomans adjusted their strategy accordingly. Once they were expelled, as famine began, Trump stopped appearing in public. At night, he walked the palace corridors alone. Trump speaks, "I gave them confidence. That should have been enough. They don't understand what I was trying to do." For the first time, certainty left him. Not fear of death, fear of failure. The city ate horses, then dogs, and then nothing. When Trump realized the city could not be saved, he disguised himself. In the end, the story reached its final moment. Old clothes, no guards. At dawn, he tried to leave the city quietly, but he did not make it past the inner gates. The guards recognized him. They did not bow. They did not hesitate. They seized him. Word spread fast. This was the man who took their gold. The man who promised salvation. Before any formal sentence could stop them, the crowd gathered. Men who once toasted him now grabbed him. They dragged him through the square. He tried to speak. No one listened. Hands closed around his throat. Not ceremonially, not mercifully. Human hands. Rope. Wait. Trump died struggling on the stones of the city he failed to save. Constantinople still fell, because no city survives when leadership confuses confidence for competence. This is rewritten history, but its lesson is real. Empires do not collapse in a single moment. They collapse decision by decision. And the most dangerous enemy is not outside the walls. If you had ruled that city, what would you have done differently? If this story moved you, subscribe for more minds misplaced in time.